Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Brookings Harbor and all the fishing boats at sea. I'm Cousin Bruce Ellis.
And I'm Kat Liddell.
And this is the Insider Report.
So let your ears do the walking as we fill you in on what's going on in the Brookings Harbor area and beyond. Well, hello, and welcome to this week's show that keeps you in the know. Those are the words of my co-host, Bruce, who is not here today. He's been having some car trouble, so we'll be seeing him next week while I take next Monday off. But you get me in the studio today, along with my substitute co-host, Jason Liddell. Hey, Jason, how are you doing today?
Hey, Kat, I'm great. Get to play Bruce today.
Yep, you get to be the substitute this time around. We always love having you as a guest host on the show.
Thank you.
It's been a fun start to the holiday season. Thanksgiving's coming up, of course. And how was your weekend? What have you got coming up?
The weekend was super busy. I work at the middle school, and so we just started fall break, but I'm also in the Wild Rivers Dance Nutcracker performance. So we had long rehearsals all weekend, coming up, getting ready for a show next weekend.
All right. Yeah. So we'll be talking a little bit about that coming up later in the show. But yes, it's definitely crunch time for you. Well, yeah. How long was your rehearsal over the weekend?
We do like 5-hour rehearsals.
Yeah.
One on Saturday, one on Sunday.
Right. Yeah. Well, and then I guess too with Thursday being kind of booked, I suppose if you can get your dress rehearsals in earlier, the better.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, and we traveled to Crescent City, so there's a lot of prep work.
It's a whole thing in and of itself. Well, awesome. Well, I'm excited to talk about that later on in the show. And I had a pretty decent and way less busy weekend than you did. I just did a bunch of house cleaning and packing for my trip to Washington. That's why I'm going to be out next week. But I'm going to be spending Thanksgiving up near the Canadian border and going to some holiday markets. I'm looking forward to that. So
nice.
Should be a fun time. And well, we've got a lot to talk about today. We have a guest in the house today that we'll be introducing in a little bit. So let's just dive into what is coming up in November. And of course, we want to always thank our sponsors, the Oregon South Coast Fishermen, also known as the Castaways. And thank you for listening to the Insider Report on 100.7 FM KCIW. And without further ado, we have some holiday concerts coming up. And we have here as a guest in the house today, Miss Kathleen Dixon. Kathleen, how are you today?
I'm good, Kat. How are you?
I'm doing great. And I was just talking to you earlier before we got recording. You wear many hats in this community. And so we have your music hat on today. And you're here to talk about an upcoming couple of concerts from the Pacific Music Guild. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
We have our holiday season, our holiday concerts on December 3rd and 4th. That's a Wednesday and a Thursday, 7 p.m. both nights down in Crescent City at Crescent Elk Middle School Auditorium.
Awesome.
I am their choir manager, quote unquote, and one of the tenors. And that's why I'm here today, is to promote our concert and get y'all to come down and check us out.
That's awesome.
I was going to say, I don't meet very many female tenors. So I was going to say, thank you for representing. I also sing kind of down in the basement myself. So
we can blame this on many years of smoking.
Well, as a former smoker myself, yes, that may have had an impact on my voice. Yes, but yes, we can both relate on that front.
Yes.
Well, it's featuring a lot of different choirs. So yeah, tell me a little bit about how everyone's working together to bring this concert together.
Sure. Yeah. So the umbrella organization is Pacific Music Guild, and they organize and host and support a number of small groups. I'm with the North Coast Chorale. That's the adult choir. And there is also the North Coast Youth Chorale. That is made up of kids from, I believe it's 10 to about 16.
Oh, great.
Both of those chorales are directed by Greg Good. We also then have a small ensemble that I also get to sing in called Redwood Chamber Singers. That is directed by Frank Allard. And then we have the Pebble Beach Brass this year for the first time. They're going to be doing the pre-show.
Oh, cool.
That's made up of a number of brass musicians, obviously, mostly from Crescent City. And they'll be playing for the first half hour from 6:30 to about 7. The concert starts at 7 each night.
Okay, so they're a little bit of pre-show entertainment. Yeah. Gotcha. Well, great. Well, that's good to know that if you do get there before the show starts, there's going to be entertainment to follow. So it sounds like doors open at 6:30?
Yes, the doors open at 6:30. Tickets are on sale sale in advance right now at Wright's Custom Framing up here in Brookings and also at Delnard Office Supply in Crescent City. And obviously, you can get tickets at the door each night.
Great. And if people want to learn more about the Pacific Music Guild or any of these groups, is there any place where they can find them online?
We have a decent Facebook page, and that's the best place to go. I believe it's under, of course, it's under Pacific Music Guild. And we generally announce when concerts come. We do 2 concerts a year. So this is our holiday season. We'll do another one of these in May. I'm talking about that because we're already choosing music for May.
Oh, yeah. The planning starts early.
Yes,
Absolutely.
it does.
Yeah. And, well, that's good to know. So if people need more information, they can always find Pacific Music Guild on Facebook.
Yes.
And that concert's going to be December 3rd and 4th at 7 o'clock. Doors open at 6:30 with a brass band to start the pre-show. And thank you so much for joining us, Kathleen. Is there anything else you want to add?
Yeah, I'll just say that tickets are $15 for adults, $10 for youth, and kids under 5 are free.
Oh, that's always good to know. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here, Kathleen.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
Kathleen. Goodbye.
You too.
Bye.
All right. Always nice to hear about music happening in our area. And it sounds like the Crescent Oak Auditorium is going to be a hop in place this
really is.
holiday season. So, all right. Pacific Music Guild. If you want to learn more, you can find them on Facebook. And hey, let's just dive right into some music for not just the end of November here, but the start of December. All right. So starting things off on the music schedule with Cisco. Cisco is playing Wednesdays and Saturdays at Brookings Harbor Farmers Market from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And also on the 28th of November, playing at the Chetco Activity Center, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Playing Tuesdays, every Tuesday at World Headquarters 101 from 4 to 6. And some special dates coming up in December. On the 6th, he's playing at the Chetco Grange from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Cherry Tree event. And on the 17th of December, he's going to be playing at Addie Meadham House from noon to 1:30.
And the Mighty Steelheads are playing November 29th at Port-au-Prince from 7 to 10 p.m.
All right. And then Lon Goddard is playing on the 29th of November at Misty Mountain Brewing. Music there running from 6 to 8 p.m. Black GTO is playing on the 12th of December at Inateca from 7 to 10 p.m.
And Disturbing the Peace, December 31st at Chetco Brewing Co. from 8 p.m. to midnight.
And then a couple dates for December for Patty Ann. Patty Ann is playing on the 12th of December at Kuntai from 6 to 8 p.m. And on the 19th of December, you can find her at Pete's Bar and Grill, also playing from 6 to 8 p.m. Well, let's take a look at the meat and potatoes of the show here, getting into events around the community and, of course, starting things off strong with events at the Chetco Library. Yes, I get the script this week. And let's take a look at the weekly events to start. Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m., there is a story time. That's stories, songs, and games for young children. And at 3:30 p.m. on Tuesdays, the Chetco Library has Tween Club for youth ages 10 to 13. On Wednesdays from 1:30 to 4, they have a weekly after-school program for school-age kids. They can come by for a free snack and hang out, work on homework, or just craft using supplies from the Maker Cart. And then weekly on Thursdays from 10 to noon, they have the Rowdy Creek String Band Open Rehearsal. And this is a rehearsal for acoustic string instrument players. And even if you're not a string instrument player, they invite you to drop in and listen. Then from 3 to 5 on Thursdays, they have Checkmate Corner. This is a weekly chess club for players of all ages and skill levels. And they say even if you don't have your own set, they do have extra game boards available. And then Thursdays at 5:30 p.m., there's a free Easy Flow yoga class. And they do note it is recommended that participants be able to comfortably get up and down from the floor. And then on Saturdays every week at 10:30 a.m., they have Saturday Story Time. Again, stories, songs, and games for young children. And on 1 p.m. on Saturdays, they have Saturday Shuffle, which is for Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, and more. So you can bring your favorite deck and play popular card games. You can also make trades if you want. And on second and fourth Saturdays from 2 to 4, they have Teens Teach Tech. This is a free service presented in partnership with Harmony and Me Music. You can come by the library annex with your device or tech questions and get free help from a trained cyber senior technology mentor. All right, coming up in monthly and special events, let's see, Saturday the 29th at 2 p.m., there's going to be a Letters to Santa event. Kids are welcome to come by the library to write a letter to Santa, and before you leave, you can drop your letter in their special mailbox, and they're going to make sure to send all these letters off to the North Pole, and Santa is going to send a letter back to anyone who drops off a letter. You'll get it in the mail in December, and also at 3 p.m. on this day, Santa is going to be dropping by the library himself to say hello to kids. And then coming up in book clubs, let's see here. Actually, there's no more book clubs coming up this week. But if you need more information about book clubs at the library or any other events that are going on, all library-led events and programs are free to attend, whether or not you have a library card. You can get info about them at chetco.librarycalendar.com by visiting the Chetco Library at 405 Alder Street in Brookings, or you can always follow them on Facebook.
I am always in awe at how much the library has going on. That's incredible.
It's been a crazy year of trying to make sure that we almost every day there is something to do at the library if you're looking for recreation, educational opportunity, just social connection. So it's good to hear that people are like, "Wow, you're busy." I'm like, "Yeah,
Absolutely.
We're busy." Totally. Thanks, Jason.
All right, the Chetco Activity Center is having a Thanksgiving turkey lunch fundraiser. This is November 27th from noon to 2 p.m., and this is $30 per person.
Mm-hmm. They've got an elevator that they're fundraising for at the moment, so that's definitely going towards a good cause. And hey, over at Crescent City Foursquare Church, they're having a community Thanksgiving event at the Del Norte Fairgrounds. This is happening on the 27th, again, Thanksgiving, noon to 2 p.m. And, of course, we're not going to be doing quotes from famous people with Cousin Bruce tonight because I just can't do it justice. I'm sorry. I can't.
I don't think I could either.
That's okay. But you know what? We were talking about it early at the beginning of the program. And, you're going to be dancing as Drosselmeyer. And we have an announcement here from Wild Rivers Dance presenting the 11th annual Wild Rivers Nutcracker. Of course, happening at busy Crescent Elk Middle School down in Crescent City. And it's going to be running the 28th at 7 p.m. That's Friday. On Saturday, the 29th, they have two performances, one at 2 p.m., one at 7 p.m. And on the 30th, that's Sunday, they have a 2 p.m. matinee. And this classic ballet is brought to the stage by Wild Rivers Dance with a lot of other elements besides just ballet. They do swing dancing.
There are a lot. It's a very comprehensive performance. And if I could take this for just a second, it's a really spectacular experience. There's a gaggle of 30 young kids. I've been a part of it. It's my third year now. Mm-hmm. There's new faces. It's always changing and getting better and trying to keep it fresh. And it's a spectacular experience.
Mm-hmm, it really is. And it's, I don't know, it's really cool, seeing, not just, going year after year to see how, especially the long-time dancers, the kids that are going through the dance program, seeing how they develop as dancers and, how far they come from year to year and how much, better and better, they just get better and better.
Some of these kids are really blowing me away.
Yeah, it's so cool. That's awesome. Well, and I was going to say, tickets are also available at eventbrite.com in advance. You can also get them at the door on the day of performance. Mm-hmm. All right. Nature's Coastal Holiday, opening night, Friday, November 28th from 5 to 9 p.m. at Azalea Park in Brookings, Oregon. Kick off the season under 3+ million sparkling lights. Wow.
Opening night is when the magic flips on for the first time. Perfect for family photos, date night, or proving to your friends you do have festival-level holiday spirit. What can you expect? Lights on countdown shortly after the gates open, hot cocoa and cookies at the snack shack with donations gladly accepted, festive photo ops all over the park, cheerful holiday vibes, and community fun. Scheduled for Friday, Saturday, and Wednesday nights, Santa will be there from 6 to 8 p.m. You can get more information at naturescoastalholiday.com. Admission is $4 for adults, but kids 12 and under are free, and these proceeds help keep this community tradition glowing. Gates open at 5 p.m. The lights close at 9 p.m. Please remember to dress warm and wear comfy shoes. Parking is available near the park, and please just follow all on-site signs.
Yep. And once you kind of get your bearings, it's pretty easy to find your way around the park if you've
been
there once. Yeah. The path rarely changes. So more information at naturescoastalholiday.com on that. Hey, Sea Glass Pottery Studio is hosting an artist meet and greet sale. This is happening on Saturday, November 29th from noon to 5 p.m. And it's taking place in the lobby at the Rush Building in Gold Beach. And they invite people to see what's going on at Sea Glass Pottery. The public is invited for an afternoon of handmade coastal art and pottery pieces created by local Sea Glass Pottery Studio artists. They feature one-of-a-kind gifts like mugs, bowls, platters, ornaments, and more. They invite people to come in and meet the artists. It's a free entry event, and they encourage people to, as always, shop local during the season.
And Coastal Home Health and Hospice is showing Light Up a Life. This is at 585 5th Street on November 30th at 2 p.m. Light Up a Life is a special time to pause, reflect, and remember those who continue to shine brightly in our hearts, even when they are no longer with us. They warmly invite you to participate in honoring the memory of a loved one during this beautiful act of remembrance for our community.
Alrighty. And then Pacific Music Guild, we were just here talking to Kathleen, but again, another reminder that a new Christmas 2025 holiday concert's coming up. Again, at Crescent Elk Middle School Auditorium. That's at 994 G Street in Crescent City. That's the 3rd and the 4th of December at 7 p.m. And performing will be Pebble Beach Brass, Redwood Chamber Singers, North Coast Youth Chorale, and the North Coast Chorale. Tickets are on sale now at Del Norte Office Supply in Crescent City. You can also get them at Wright's Custom Framing in Brookings. And of course, they are available at the door each night of the concert. It's $15 for adults, $10 for youth. Kids under 5 get in for free.
Up next is the Indie Afternoon Film at the Chetco Library in partnership with the Wild Rivers Film Festival, presenting A Small Town Nutcracker Story. This is December 6th at 2 p.m. Afternoon indie films are a free monthly film screening for the community, featuring indie and classic films hand-selected by the Wild Rivers Film Festival. December's film selection, A Small Town Nutcracker Story, written by Sky Marie McDonald of the Wild Rivers Dance Conservatory and directed by Rob Douthit. I think I got his name right.
You got it correct, yes.
When a young girl's holiday tradition is canceled due to the pandemic, a dream arises that promises to reinvent their shattered hopes. Written by local artist Sky Marie McDonald and produced entirely on the Wild Rivers coast, A Small Town Nutcracker Story is a heartwarming family film full of breathtaking performances by local dancers. Families and audience members of all ages are invited to join us for a special holiday screening of the award-winning indie film that led to the creation of the Wild Rivers Film Festival back in 2023. And I just want to say, it's a shame Bruce isn't here, because he was in that movie.
I know, he was in it. Yeah, I'm sure
He
kind of
was
bummed that
Drosselmeyer.
I'm sure he's going to be excited to promote it when he's hosting solo next week. Yes,
Yeah.
He originated the Drosselmeyer. Yeah, yep. So it's and as Sue Wright with the film festival always likes to say, like, she credits this film with like what actually like ended up leading the
Absolutely.
the Wild Rivers Film Festival to be created in the first place. So kind of a special one to the
really
film
is.
festivals, folks, and it is a special film.
And it's a good film.
It's good
really
too.
good.
Yeah. It's great. It's a nice little feature, and it's family friendly, and it's holiday themed. So yeah, what's not to love, you know? All right. Well, hey, Coastal Home Health and Hospice, they have a PSA here that they're offering grief support groups at their location at 585 5th Street in Brookings. This takes place on the 1st and 3rd Tuesdays of the month at 3 p.m. It's free of charge. It's open to the general public, and you do not have to have received hospice services before to participate. Walk-ins are absolutely welcome, and if you need more info, you can always call 541-469-0405.
And Cascadia Pickleball Zone presents an hour of pickleball yoga. This is at 16185 Highway 101 South. Mondays at 11 a.m., Wednesdays at 10:15, Thursdays at 6:15 p.m., Fridays at 10:15 a.m., and Saturday at 9 a.m.
Okay. I'm not sure what pickleball yoga entails, but you can always contact Cascadia Pickleball Zone to find out.
I'm excited.
Interesting. All right. And then KCIW, of course, has their ongoing Soapbox series. So KCIW gives folks a chance to speak their mind on a show called the KCIW Soapbox. They offer 2 minutes of airtime to anyone who just has something to say. There are a few rules, of course. There's no cussing, no slandering, no advertising. But other than that, folks can share what's on their mind. The studio is open every Wednesday from 2 to 3 for people to just drop in and record.
Legends Arcade presents Trading Card Game Night every first Wednesday of the month from 5 to 8 p.m. Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, and more. Come sling spells, summon monsters, trade, or just battle with local players.
All right. And then speaking of game nights, there are also regular game nights that happen at the Whimsical Griffin, located at 615 Chetco Avenue over by the Redwood Theater. They take place on Tuesdays and Fridays from 5 to 9 p.m., and their group features Magic the Gathering, Dungeons and Dragons, and, of course, board games.
And Meals on Wheels volunteers are needed. If you'd like to do something that will make you and those you help very happy, if you'd like to do something to help give back to the community you love, if you would like to help out your fellow human beings, then Meals on Wheels is looking for you. By delivering a hot meal to those who are home-ridden, you can not only help someone who is hungry, but you also bring a bit of kindness into their lives, a friendly face for them to see every day, and social contact they may not have otherwise. There are 3 routes that deliver hot meals to about 60 seniors on a daily basis. Each route takes about an hour and a half. You can volunteer by the day, the week, bi-weekly, bi-monthly, even if it's just one day a week, one day a month, whatever works for you. Every little bit helps. If you're interested in helping in this great cause for the community, please contact Meals on Wheels via the Chetco Activity Center at 541-469-6822.
All right. And then the Brookings Harbor Boy Scouts of America, or just Scouts of America, actually, since they've renamed themselves, they're scouting for new troop members. And as I was mentioning, boys and girls are invited. Troop 32 and Troop 4032 now accept new scouts as well as adults interested in volunteering. And scouts can join the troops from 5th grade to age 17. And adults are able to volunteer as long as they're over 21 years old, can pass a background check, and are willing to spend about an hour and a half completing a youth protection training course. This group meets at Scout Hall from 7 to 8:30 p.m. every Monday night except for holidays. You're invited to meet the troops and learn more about what scouts can help you achieve. Scout Hall is located at 414 Azalea Park Road in Brookings. If you need to get in touch with Troop 32 Scoutmaster Mark Hagland, you can call 541-661-2749. And then Troop 4032 Scoutmaster Rebecca Wilson can be reached at 707-951-3647.
And American Red Cross is having the Curry County Blood Drive. The need for blood is constant. Sometimes that need becomes critical. That's why the American Red Cross needs you. To make an appointment to give blood, call 1-800-RED-CROSS or visit redcrossblood.org. Give something that means something. Give blood.
And of course, with blood drives happening, there are blood drives actually happening during the month of December. They do it every other month here in Brookings. And if you want to sign up for an appointment to give blood, and they do love when you make an appointment, Monday, December 15th is one of the drives happening at Star of the Sea Catholic Church, and they still have some slots left there. Tuesday, December 16th, Star of the Sea Catholic Church once again is hosting. This is running from 10:30 to 3:30. And let's see. And then there is going to be one coming up at the Brookings Elks Lodge as well in February, but that one's a ways out. But again, if you want to sign up, redcrossblood.org.
Wow, the need for blood is constant.
It constantly is, and they're facing shortages right now. So I've got my appointment. You should get yours too. Just saying. All right. The Curry Public Library up in Gold Beach has a memory cafe that meets monthly on the third Wednesday of every month from 10:30 to noon. And to register for the program, you're invited to call 541-247-7246. And this is a social gathering for older adults living with memory loss along with their care partners. And care partners may include, but are not limited to, spouses, siblings, children, or friends. Their social lives are often just as affected as their loved ones. These are designed to be a casual, stress-free gathering to allow care partners the opportunity to relax and socialize with others who are in a similar situation. And these events are staffed by qualified social service providers as well as library staff and volunteers.
Queers and Allies Brookings get together at the Chetco Library Forest Room, third Saturdays of the month from 2 to 4 p.m., ages 9 to 19, and this is hosted by Southern Oregon Coast Pride.
All right. And since we still have some time left on the clock, too, I know coming up in December, because this week's going to whirl by and December events are going to be getting on us faster than we think, I just want to take a moment to let people know, as I alluded, on the 6th, there was someone playing music at the Grange. So happening at the Grange on the 6th of December is the annual Cherry event. This is a holiday community celebration. It's a community tradition, really. Happens at the Chetco Grange. It's free to attend, family-friendly event, and they feature a bunch of Christmas trees decorated by local nonprofits and local nonprofit organizations where you can bid on them. They get auctioned off for charity. So the proceeds from those trees that get auctioned off go to directly benefit the nonprofit organizations that participate. And they have some truly spectacular trees each year, as well as like other items for sale. There's going to be live holiday music throughout the day. Santa's going to be paying the place a visit. And every year, too, they also have a bake sale as well. Again, this is Saturday, December 6th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And if you want to follow along for updates, you can learn more about Cherry Tree by following the Grange on Chetco Grange Brookings on Facebook. So just another free event for the community. It's free to attend. And if you bid on a tree, the auction proceeds benefit some really worthy nonprofits. So wanted to get that out there. All right. Back to our PSAs. The Brookings Recorder Ensemble is looking for people to join them in the exploration and enjoyment of playing music for the recorder. They meet at the Chetco Activity Center on Wednesdays from 1 to 2:30 p.m. and you're invited to bring your recorder and a music stand. Music will be provided.
And finally, we have our community kitchen schedule. Mondays at St. Timothy's from 12 to 1 p.m., Tuesdays at St. Tim's from 12 to 1, Wednesdays, it's at the Star of the Sea Catholic Church from 12 to 1. Thursdays, we're at the Presbyterian Church, 12 to 1. Fridays at the Lutheran Church, 12 to 1. The first, third, and fifth Saturdays at St. Tim's from 12 to 1. The second and fourth Saturdays at the Church of the Nazarene from 12 to 1. And Sundays at St. Tim's from 3 to 4. You can also find the community kitchen schedule at kciw.org.
Well, what do you know? We're out of material and
Boom.
we have filled our time. I guess it's time to close out this week's show. And of course, before we go, we want to give a shout out to our fearless producers, Ray and Tom, for all their great work making us sound great on the radio. Thank you all for tuning into this week's Insider Report. And make sure to tune in on a daily basis to KCIW 100.7 FM. To listen to all the fine shows that they have to offer. And you can also listen to fantastic show podcasts and some streaming, including the Insider Report at kciw.org. And while you're there, like I said, check it out. They have some live streaming happening as well. So until next week, I am Kat Liddell.
And I'm Jason Liddell.
Signing off. A reminder, especially as this holiday season is kicking off, to please support local businesses every chance you get. Keep it real. As Bruce would say, spread the love and peace every chance you get. And hey, we'll see you out there.
Bam!
For music credits for the preceding show, go to kciw.org/credits.